How do you know if you're making the right decisions in your life? How do you know if the decision you're about to make is the right one? From little things like clicking on the right video to more intense decisions like choosing your life partner or where you want to live. It's hard, right? Because we have so many choices, there are so many options, and it can be so overwhelming and difficult to actually just make a damn decision and say, this is what I'm going for. You could change your mind, there's all this other stuff, and you didn't know about that going on. There's so many things to consider. So we get very logical. We get stuck in our heads. We start overthinking, overanalyzing, picking out all the little details instead of focusing on the most important thing. And the most important thing is, of course, whether or not you know it's right for you. Because decision making shouldn't necessarily be based on logical facts. It shouldn't be about rationalizing to yourself that, yeah, I should become a doctor because it does pay well and my social status will be increased and my parents will be proud of me. It should be focused on, I love healing people. I want to help people. And being a doctor is maybe one of the best ways for me to do that. See, depending on which of those two paths you're going down, depending on how you feel about the thing that you're deciding on, you're going to have two very different experiences. If you're on the first side, logically it makes sense and you should do it, and you've been convinced that it's the right thing for you, then of course you're going to resent and hate it. You're going to be frustrated because you're doing something that you don't actually want to do. Decision making needs to be based in your gut, in your intuition, in your heart, where you can actually sense what's right for you. It's much less about thinking. It's much less about actually making sense of things. And it's much more about really having the courage and the bravery to follow what you want. See, that's the question you gotta ask yourself. What do I want? When you're picking out where you want to live, when you're choosing who to be with, who to spend your time with, your friends, you make that choice based on what you want. Not what other people want, not what you should want, what you genuinely desire, what you deeply desire. That's what you need to follow. And that goes for every little decision. If you're watching this video, if you're watching my channel, if you're subscribed, I appreciate that. But I only want you to do that if you truly feel like this content helps you. If it doesn't resonate with you, if you're just watching it because you should be improving, you should be listening to self-help, you should be getting better in your life, then go away because you're not supposed to be here right now. On the other hand, if you feel like this resonates with you, if every time I make a video it makes sense and it clicks and you have a little paradigm shift, or maybe you realize that, oh wow, I could do this differently, then of course you're in the right place. Because again, it feels right, it clicks. It's that simple. See, you have a passion, you have things that you like more than other things, and you should follow that. Follow your bliss. Whenever you're at a fork in the road, always choose bliss. Always choose joy. Always choose happiness. Because ultimately, that's the only thing that really matters in life. Make the choice that makes you feel happy. Make the choice that actually makes you feel good. And I know that sounds overly simplified. And that's because the truth is usually simple. All these complex lies about that you need to make these logical, rational decisions. You need to think about all of this and all of that. At the end of the day, we're emotional creatures. You have certain values. There's certain things you like. Follow that. Don't go against your own instincts, because you will resent yourself. You will hate yourself. You will hate the people around you that made you make that poor choice. And it's not going to do anybody any good. So even if you think logically that it benefits somebody else, or that you will be happy because it does make sense, and yes, it is a very cushiony job, or, yeah, that person, they do treat me well, but you're not in love. You don't want the job. Walk away from it. I know that's hard. Sometimes there's not even a second option. Sometimes all you need to know is that don't make that choice. Just walk away. Follow your heart, follow your intuition. Start getting tuned into that. Start actually listening to that. And I guarantee you, as you continue to go down this road, you will become happier, you will feel better about yourself, and your decisions will only get sharper, more focused, and always, always, you will feel like you have made the right choice.